your guides need you to do with this one final thing before we hit 2026. So let me shuffle the cards and see what that is. Whoa, didn't need to shuffle the cards. I'm getting so many of them just falling through. Secondary bundle. Let's see what comes through. I'm loving this because it just feels like they're just saying, okay, this is all of the things that we need to let go of, and I'm loving it. Can you believe? I wish I could show you the pack, and I probably will, you know, by holding it up one by one and stuff like that. But when we're doing the cards, we get the negatives, what I call the negatives. The negatives are the energies that show me where you're currently at, your worries, your woes, and, you know, struggles and all of that. And then, because that's how I put my packs, positive, negative. So the positive is literally just full of so much. And we will talk about that. So what's the one thing that you need to let go of before we hit 2026? Unnecessary worries. This is the only card that came through, the Moon card, which is all about worries, which is all about not knowing, you know, where you're going, what you're doing, what's happening, all of those questions. And it's about trying to control, because when we're worrying, that's what we're ultimately doing. We're trying to control the situation so that we can understand it, because we need that certainty. This is what we do as human beings. And this card tells me that this is the energy you have been in. And if you are still in that, still wondering about the how and the when something is going to be happening, then you are blocking. You are blocking your manifestations. You are blocking things from happening. And probably struggling to understand, why isn't that abundance happening? Why isn't all of the things that I've been wanting, calling for, you know, not manifesting, not coming through? So obey, not me. Yes, you can do obey the reading, because ultimately it's your guides stepping forward, telling me this. But set yourself a task, a daily task of whenever in your mind you come up with any kind of worry that you can't control. Well, I don't think you can control any worries. Realize that it's just a thought, but also realize to shut it down, because you can't control the when, the if, the when, all of those kinds of things. So why constantly worry about things that you have no control over? The best thing you can do is be in the moment, live in the moment, be grateful for all of the things you currently have. And that in itself helps to shift the energy. Another quick way of shifting energies, because we don't want to be stuck in that worried state, especially as we're approaching Christmas, especially as we're approaching the new year, and we want blessings to be flowing in. Think of it as, I know, sorry, that the reason why I'm thinking and stuff is that I was being shown, you know, the rubber band, that every time your mind, you know, you kind of do the rubber band, which, not saying that you do the rubber band thing, but it's about igniting and you realizing consciously, interrupting that thought. That's basically what this is about. So in that instant, switch it over to something positive. Learn to program. So, i.e., if you know you're in a negative state, i.e., worrying about, I don't know, money, what next year is going to bring, if the love is going to happen, all of those kinds of things, then switch it. Sorry, I was trying to get my words out, too many things all in one go. Switch it to a positive, i.e., put on your, you know, positive song, put on a Christmas song, put on, dance around, do something, anything and everything that just interrupts that energy. That's what we're aiming for. So that is your only one task that you need to do from your guides to help you to shift and bring in that manifestation. And let me know in the comments, intuitively, what have you been calling in? Let me rephrase that. intuitively what's been calling you. So what is it that you're being guided to do? And maybe listening to this reading is part of it. So remember, let go of your worries before December, before 2026. Learn to train your brain so that you interrupt that negative thought and stuff. And then, as I said, all of the other cards that I've got right in front of me are all about abundance. You've got the Star card, you've got the Sun, you've got the King of Wands. So if you're waiting for love, then you have that confirmation here. You have the Ace of Wands, forward movement. You have balance. You have the Temperance card. You've got balance in your life coming in. Again, the Star card, the Sun card, the King of Wands. Lots of decisions, to be made and lots of things coming forward for you. So that is the reward for you to let go of the unnecessary worries that have been clouding you, that you cannot control the hows and the whens, and just learn to live in the moment or be grateful. And again, anytime you have that worry coming in, replace it with something that you consider to be a blessing, i.e., the sunset, i.e., the cup of tea, i.e., you breathing good health, whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be big presents and things, but just the regular things, because it's all about shifting that worry into a blessing, which is your stars and wishes coming true. So again, let me know what intuitively is calling you to be recognized. Write it in the comments. And if you wish to book a more detailed reading, then the links are in my bio. But also remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'm truly grateful if you're already doing that. And check out our shop, Mystique and Manifest. And with everything said, I'll see you next time.